Hey guys, it's Mario from piloteffect.com and I'm here to offer a quick video. This is just an opinion-based video, so I don't want to hear any hate comments or anything like that with regards to study tips on how to study. There's so many times where I'll have a student and they're just having trouble recalling procedures or information, and my next question is, well, tell me about how you study or where you study or how long you study. And the information that I get back from the student just makes my heart drop sometimes. So I thought I would do this video to give you my advice on how to study. So I'm going to cover it in sort of three chunks. The first chunk is how long to study. The second part I'm going to cover is where to study. And then finally, how to study. So with regards to how long to study, I would limit your study time to 20 minutes. With regards to myself, at the 20-minute mark, if I'm in a staff meeting or have to listen to a lecture that requires me taking in lots of information, at 20 minutes, I'm not listening anymore. And I would imagine that's pretty much ballpark for a lot of people. So at the 20-minute mark of studying, take a break. Walk away, give yourself a 5-10 minute break, and then come back for another 20 minutes. So limit your study time. The next thing is where to study. I would definitely approach this from a perspective of where actually not to study. So I probably wouldn't study in bed. Sort of being casual, lying down, get a blanket, pull out your textbook and start studying. No. I probably wouldn't do that in bed. I probably also wouldn't do that somewhere that's overly busy. So I probably wouldn't go to a nightclub or a pub or a bar and study. That probably wouldn't be very effective. Also, I probably wouldn't study in front of your sort of play area. So if you play like PlayStation or Xbox and you're in your TV or living room, I probably wouldn't study there. I'd probably find a place or designate an area that is strictly for studying. So when you're physically in that place, your mind is like, okay, I'm in study mode. So for me personally, I have my desk and I'll turn off my computer, I'll pull out the textbook or the reading material and study there. So really be conscious about where you study. And then finally, the last thing I want to talk about is how to study. With regards to how to study, I would say this is probably the most important thing. The key to this, in my opinion, is vary the way you study. So if you're just reading the material over and over and over for hours and hours, you're probably being ineffective. So what I mean by varying your study is, instead of initially reading the material, maybe skim the material to give yourself mental orientation, the direction the material is going to take you. Then I would go through the material very precisely. After that, maybe try highlighting, try doing flashcards, try doing a cheat sheet. I actually have a cheat sheet of my own here that I did from a while back. You can see I typed it up and I added my own notes. It's got coffee stains on it, so it got good use. But do a cheat sheet. Also, maybe try teaching it to somebody else. If you feel uncomfortable speaking to somebody or in front of to another person, maybe you're not a very good public speaker, just teach it to yourself. Find a mirror and just teach it to yourself. Be like, okay, I'm going to teach you aircraft systems, and you're going to talk about the four-stroke piston engine or something like that. So teach it. That's a really effective way of studying. And then also, finally, I would say chair flying. With this sort of visualization of the procedures to the aircraft. And I'm actually going to talk about chair flying in its own video, so more to come on that. So those are my three sort of points with regards to advice to studying. So the first one is how long you study. Limit your study time to 20 minutes, take a 5-10 minute break, and then study for another 20 minutes. Where you study. Study somewhere that's designated for studying. It's not where you sleep, it's not where you eat, it's not where you play. It's where you study. And then finally, how you study. Vary your studying. If you study the same way, it becomes monotonous and your brain is just going to turn off and you're going to be ineffective in your studying. So hopefully this was useful, and maybe there's something there that you want to try. I encourage you to try, experiment with something that works with you. And thanks for watching. Be sure to check out piloteffect.com for lots of free aviation tutorials. No sign up, just go for it. And I appreciate the support that you guys offer. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.